And we're live. Welcome to the channel. You're on Fast Entrepreneur. I'm Justin. And today, I want to talk about Pulsechain. It's live. I want to give you my updates, let you know what I'm seeing. So, if you're unfamiliar, you can go to pulsechain.com with all the details of this sacrifice phase. We are in the first 5 days, and then the rate, it gets a little bit more expensive as you go. However, there's always the trade-off. You know, whatever coins you might be sacrificing might appreciate in value. That's something you have to decide. However, so you can also, you click around on the Twitters and the Telegrams. There's some good discussions going on. I just sat in on a Telegram, voice chat. Pretty interesting to hear what people are talking about. Kind of my takeaways from this are, there's a lot of unknown, it seems very complex in terms of, when should you buy, should you wait, what rate will you get? People talking about dollar cost averaging, yada, yada, yada. Okay. But the real deal is, okay, so when does this go live? Obviously, we have to wait for the Pulsechain testnet, mainnet. There will be a copy. It looks to me that the copy of all your ERC20s, and it appears that this is for anybody, not just if you sacrifice, but for anybody, you'll get a copy when they take the snapshot. But it doesn't seem that the snapshot has been taken or will be taken until mainnet launch. So this could go out, I don't know how long. However, thinking about this long term, so what will the Pulse token do? It essentially is designed to do what Ethereum does for the Ethereum network, right? It fuels the network. It's the gas fees. It's for transactions. And so to me, the way I look at this is, if the Pulsechain has value in the future, right? And why would it have value? Well, it'll have value for a few reasons, but if people believe it has value, then people will, provide liquidity and do transactions. If there's adoption on the new chain, if it serves a need, to make it, cheaper, more efficient, more environmentally friendly Ethereum. But the way I look at this is there are other competitors, even Ethereum, right? With a potential fork coming very soon and some upgrades, Ethereum already has the network effect. So Ethereum, who knows what Ethereum is actually going to look like in 6 months to a year. We've already seen some other chains that have, been able to implement some of this, cheaper stuff. Well, just for instance, we've got Polygon Matic, we've got Binance Smart Chain. There's other. It's not like Ethereum's the only place to do business, but that's where everything is focused. So the question is will Pulsechain have value? Will it be adopted? It already has a huge community behind it, and I think that's something to be said, because if you have a strong community, you already, those people are putting their dollars where their mouth is, and so there is value there. Also, what's interesting about this is, if you go into pulsechain.com and you read the wording, this isn't a pre-sale, this isn't an IDO, this is a political statement, and they probably have done this for, many, many reasons, but, you're sacrificing, there's no expectation or guarantee of rewards. This is a kind of a fluid experiment, if you will, a project yet to be seen. So, again, obviously not financial advice. You got to do your own research. I'm not, I think that what we're going to see over time, just me speaking, for whatever it's worth, I think we're going to see more competition, right? I mean, we always see that where there's opportunities, there's going to be more competition. And usually what that means is, more and more players fighting for, existing market share. If the market is growing, then it's a boom. If it's not, then you're fighting for scraps. We're still very early on in the the whole adoption of blockchain. So there may be room for many blockchains, and Pulse just being one of them. The question is what is Pulse going to do different? It is a fork of Ethereum. It has similar characteristics in some ways to, not in the centralized way, but to Binance Smart Chain, in terms of block size, block size, block time, 3-second blocks, etc. So what will happen as we continue to scale throughout the years of other blockchains and just the technology in general. How will these continue to fit and play in? I've mentioned a lot, even technologies like, say, TrueBit. I know Arbitrum is, out and about now. And so, we just have to wait and see. And but there is a huge community behind Hex, and there's a lot of people that, are excited about Pulse. Now, Pulse seems to be a very different coin than Hex, right? Hex is a staking coin, right? You buy it, you stake it, you wait. And, if you withdraw your stake early, penalty. Pulse, so far, no real details on whether or not, staking a Pulse or how this is the fundamentals and all that, but perhaps because this is a different game. But just keep that in mind, as we move forward. It is the birth of a new blockchain, and there's a huge community behind it. This is the beginning. This sacrifice phase, I believe it goes for, I want to say 17 days. You can check this out on pulsechain.com. If you do want to get involved, you'll have to use like a private wallet. So something like a MetaMask, you can use the MetaMask browser, and you can access it there, connect your wallet, follow the steps, etc. And then we just wait and see. Now, I guess that's it. I listen to a lot of these conversations. I think there's a lot of people excited, but the reality is, in my opinion, we're still fairly early, and there's not really great solutions out there. But I do think that Ethereum has the network effect, and if some of these changes that are coming about relatively soon hold up, it might just make the Ethereum chain even stronger. And will Pulse be, complementary? Will they be in direct competition? Will they all thrive as the ecosystem, as a blockchain thrives? We will have to wait and see. So anyways, leave your comments below. Let me know, what your thoughts are. Yeah, that's the update on Pulse. There's a lot of hype around it. So far, I think just after day one, there was, I don't know, maybe 130 or 150 million so far that has been sacrificed. So that just shows me that there's a lot of support for this project moving forward, and how it will translate into the future, we will have to wait and see. Anyways, that's all. Until next time, bye bye.